everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Nitro Corner. Today is Saturday, and it's time for part 2 of the weekend report. First, I'll start with a SmackDown report and then the Nitro Top 10 for this week. So let's get started with the SmackDown report from last night. SmackDown opened with Theodore R. Long coming out there introducing the brand new World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton to the public. Orton stated that he's glad that he beat Christian and he doesn't have to worry about his whining, crying self ever again, and that Randy Orton was ready for new and fresh challenges for his World Heavyweight title. Well, Theodore Long had the answer to Mr. Orton's challenge, so to speak, that the main event was going to be a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal with the winner being the #1 contender towards the World Heavyweight title. Well, that brings out the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. Cody stated that they will compete in the Battle Royal and that it was his destiny to become World Heavyweight Champion, and that Randy Orton didn't measure up to Cody Rhodes. So Orton showed him how he measured up by delivering an RKO to Ted DiBiase right in front of Cody Rhodes. Well, Cody Rhodes got all upset and got into the GM's face saying, "I'm the Intercontinental Champion. You need to do something about this. No!" Throws the microphone at Teddy's face while Mr. Long was offended by that and says, "Cody, you're going to wrestle tonight and you're next as you defend your Intercontinental title against the former champion Ezekiel Jackson." Well, this didn't sit well with Mr. Cody Rhodes, but after the commercial break, Cody Rhodes backed up his anger by, once again in a surprising upset, scored another pinfall victory over Ezekiel Jackson thanks to the Crossroads to keep his Intercontinental title. I gotta say one thing for Cody Rhodes, he is definitely on a roll now since becoming Intercontinental Champion. Next up, Justin Gabriel scores a victory over Tyson Kidd in a pretty good matchup. Justin Gabriel is certainly getting a push these days on the SmackDown roster. Next up, Alberto Del Rio made his return to SmackDown. He said that it was destiny that made him the WWE Champion. Well, if you catch my Nitro opinion, it was certainly not destiny that made him WWE Champion, and that he was proud of hurting Rey Mysterio. Really, Alberto? Really? Well, that brought out my boy, Daniel Bryan, the D. Bryan, as Booker T calls him. He said that made him a pathetic fool and a punk, and he called him out. And he said that Del Rio was pathetic. Well, that led to a challenge between Alberto Del Rio and Daniel Bryan, and it was a great matchup. At the end, though, after a 15-minute superb contest, Alberto Del Rio gets the submission victory over Daniel Bryan with a cross armbreaker. He decided to attack Bryan after the match, deliver another cross armbreaker until Sin Cara comes out there and makes the save for Daniel Bryan. But overall, a great matchup on SmackDown. Next up, Kelly and AJ score a victory over Alicia Fox and Natalya. But it was an interesting thing. After the match, Natalya called Alicia Fox an idiot. Well, Alicia says, "You better get up out of my face. I'm no fool, and I ain't the idiot." And so when she left, Natalya attacked her from behind, knocked her to the floor, and then hooked on the sharpshooter. Seems like now Natalya has gotten the mean, vicious streak of her tag team partner, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix. Watch out for those two in the upcoming weeks in the Divas division. Next up was a review of SummerSlam Access. Who cares? And then in the main event, the 20-man Battle Royal to determine the new #1 contender, and in dominating fashion, eliminating 7 wrestlers, including Sheamus, and in the end, he eliminated Sin Cara Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, the meanest SOB on SmackDown, picks up the win in the 20-man Battle Royal. He is now the #1 contender to Randy Orton's World Heavyweight title. And that was it for SmackDown for this week. Overall, it was a very good show. The Battle Royal. Daniel Bryan versus Alberto Del Rio in a 15-minute clinic. And, of course, the other bout with Justin Gabriel against Tyson Kidd. All in all, it was a great match, great edition of SmackDown for this week. And now, it is time for the Nitro Top 10. And after SummerSlam, things got shuffled definitely this week in the Nitro Top 10. So let's get started. Number 10 is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who beat Rob Van Dam by disqualification in the Battle for Glory Series match this past Thursday on Impact. Number 9 is the Intercontinental Champion, Cody Rhodes. Yes, he was number 1 last week, but he's down number 9 because of what happened, because of all the fiasco at SummerSlam. Kind of knocked him down a few pegs, but Cody Rhodes down to number 9, even though he defeated Ezekiel Jackson once again to keep his Intercontinental title. Number 8 is Austin Aries. He won the 7-man X Division Gauntlet match and now is the #1 contender for the X Division title held by the Brian Kendrick. Number 7 this week is the Divas champion, Kelly Kelly. She pulled off an amazing win over Beth Phoenix at SummerSlam and then winning two tag team matches, one with Eve Torres beating the Bella Twins and then teaming up with AJ to beat Natalya and Alicia Fox on SmackDown this past Friday. Number 6 is the brand new TNA Impact World Tag Team Champions, Mexican America, as they defeated Beer Money thanks to some help from Jeff Jarrett, to win the belts. Number 5 is the SmackDown Money in the Bank winner, the Daniel Bryan, for putting on a great match, even though he lost in a great effort to Alberto Del Rio, the undisputed WWE Champion, this past Friday on SmackDown. Number 4 is the brand new undisputed WWE Champion, Alberto Del Rio. What a week he had. He cashed in his Money in the Bank contract, defeated CM Punk to become the undisputed WWE Champion. Then the next night he defeated Rey Mysterio on Raw. And then Friday night, an absolutely great match with Daniel Bryan scoring the submission victory this past Friday on SmackDown. Number 3 is CM Punk. He defeated John Cena to win the undisputed WWE Championship, only to be screwed by Triple H, Kevin Nash, and eventually Alberto Del Rio. If you want to find out about the conspiracy, check out the Nitro Opinion on the Weekend Report Part 1 from yesterday. Number 2 this week is the world's strongest man, the meanest SOB on SmackDown, Mark Henry. He won the 20-man Battle Royal this past Friday on SmackDown to become the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title, and he defeated Sheamus by countout by driving him through the security barrier this past Sunday night at SummerSlam. And now we have a brand new #1 wrestler once again in the Nitro Top 10, making his return to the Nitro Top 10. Our #1 wrestler this week is the brand new World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton, as Randy Orton defeated Christian in the no-holds-barred match this past Sunday at SummerSlam. And now he's looking forward to facing the world's strongest man, the meanest SOB on SmackDown, Mark Henry. And that is the Nitro Top 10 for this week. And that's it for this edition of the Nitro Corner's Weekend Report. Tomorrow, the classic match of the week. And tune in this coming week because I will have the final lineup for 1CW's Body Slam for Autism. I will upload the video this week that was recently released on the Big Ann Soprano channel from 1CW President Sean Hardy and the Hellaware Assassin. Plus, a program note, next Sunday, Next Sunday, there will be no classic match of the week. It will be a special edition of the Nitro Corner, the 1CW Body Slam for Autism 2 report. Until tomorrow, everyone, I am Paul the Nitro Skyver saying so long, everybody.